So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And thank you so much, Var, for giving us the opportunity to showcase our expertise. So before I start, I would like to give you some background because everyone sitting out here knows what Kaspersky is all about. So today I'm here, to tell you something which is specialized what Kaspersky is all about because Kaspersky is predominantly known for endpoint securities, and EDR securities. But here we have so many things to say, and that's what I'm here to show you some couple of slides. Idea is that behind, to give you the glance what Kaspersky is all about and what we think and what's our definition to say about Kaspersky as a complete cybersecurity company. Yep. So the gentleman in central is Nugent Kaspersky. He is the brain behind the company. Idea behind is Kaspersky is complete cyber forensics and investigation company. We are no more endpoint company now. To define that, you can see here, uh, even today, Kaspersky has more than 70% resources globally are still part of R&D. We still believe that, we made our homegrown products. We don't have an intent to buy or to take over some, different companies across the globe and build our own capabilities and push the products in the market. Whatever we have from last 3 decades, it's made and owned by Kaspersky only. And we are the private-owned company here. So this is, you can see a complete landscape that nowadays how ransomware are designed. Days are gone where we see that, organization had a ransomware attack and so those attacks were random attacks. If you see 5 years down the line, the attacks would happen, on a random basis. Ransomware attackers or the threat vectors, sending phishing emails. Used to send some 5,000-6,000 emails, and then, if you click, if you're one of those, you get, caught by them. Nowadays, what we see that the attacks are much more sophisticated attack. The ransomware attackers are targeting a company which they wanted to target, and they have their own intent. And the intent is very clear that why they are targeting that particular company. So this curve shows you that my first block is ransomware, malware developer, and packer developer. Now, what it is, something like the ransomware attacker are working like an organization nowadays. It's not a one-man show or a two-people company, right? So they have their own organizations. We have seen, when we see a couple of compromise assessment slides, we found out that, there are so many organized ransomware attackers who have their own complete organization with a manpower of more than 100. And, they have their own size of things, and they have own complete department, and that's the way they attack the company. So when they are attacking any company, doesn't mean that they have started the strategy 1 week, 2 week, 1 month back. It's like they have started the journey, thinking on each and everything, and they have their own TTPs. Then why they are targeting you, and what is the motive behind. So this curve shows that. So when they target, they have complete, the developer team, they have red team here, and our job starts from there. We analyze the complete, the type of attack, and we respond to those attacks. My slides further to it will show you the complete steps of how we mitigate as in Kaspersky those attacks. So in this slide, I'll show you, the couple of challenges which I think all the CTOs and CIOs are facing nowadays. First of all, there's no visibility. When I'm saying no visibility, which means one fine day we know that, okay, something had happened, some incident happened. Why it happened? Because we don't have the visibility. And when I'm saying visibility means the visibility from the dark web. Surface web, yes, we have so many search engines nowadays, very smart search engines, AI-enabled search engines, so we can search many things on surface web. But when we say no visibility, which means there's no visibility on the dark web, because tools are very rare. A couple of free tools are also available, but those tools not give you the granular information behind the attackers. Second challenge is it's too complicated. Yes, absolutely, it's too complicated because mitigating this kind of attacks, because we don't know the door is locked, what had happened behind, and from how many days they have worked around to do this sophisticated attack. So CTO, CIO has a common problem because it's too complicated. Plus, in the organizations, right, they don't have a resource who are well equipped on stuff like red teaming, or finding in malicious attacks, or they don't have a tools which attributes the complete malware. So that's the second complication. It's too slow. Now, too slow can be taken for anything, right? Too slow means if attack happen, right? Let's say if attack happened today, we don't know the steps to take. What are the best practices to handle this, kind of attacks? To attribute something, to find out something, it may take 36 hours or maybe more than that to identify, this attack came from war and what is the motive behind. Now, if you see current DTDP law which came in, what certain said that, an organization has to report of an attack within 6 hours. Now, if you see calculate 6 hours, it's hardly impossible to identify those attacks within 6 hours and report. This is, I said, rising trends of new, attack surface. Yes, we have to admit that, the attacks are rising day by day, and we see that every day there's a new TTPs have been, find out. This new TTPs has been born every day, and the new type of attacks we are facing. And yes, the weakest link. Now, weakest links is something which plays the vital role within the organization right now, because IT departments, CTOs, they know how to handle the phishing emails or any unidentified links. But if you see, an organization has more than 2,000 employees, 5,000 employees, doesn't know how to handle those phishing emails, or the tickets have been came to their email IDs. They don't know how to handle that, whether to open such emails. They don't have proper trainings, right, to handle these kind of links or the phishing links. So that's the intent behind this slide. Now, so Kaspersky works on these three parameters: equipped, you can see, informed, and reinforced. It's nothing but just that the attribution part, right? How do we attribute things, how to detect, and how to respond. Basically, these 3 points, which is showing the definition of that. So when we talk about equipped, sorry, I think. Yeah. So the first slide is where we are, the flagship products of Kaspersky. It's endpoint security, and yes, we are still there, number one in the endpoint security cycle. You see this in the slide we cover. I'll not go through with each and every point, but yes, you can see Mac OS, Linux, embedded legacy OSs. So we give the complete shield of security in all the variations. You can see cloud security. You can see mobile security, storage security. We have a component which specialized for covering your storage. Industrial automation, we have a complete solution for TI, virtualization, DevOps container, 24/7 support, and enhanced support of our software and assurance. Which under equipped we cover the XDR, which is what XDR is, extended response. Yeah, so this comes under XDR, the endpoint protection. This is my network protection. So how this slide is quite important for everyone. Which it gives the entire embedded story of how Kaspersky works and how we are unique. So if you see my endpoint and you see my network detection and response story there, under this we have a shield called threat intelligence. Now threat intelligence is very common name nowadays, but I'll have a complete one slide on threat intelligence where I'll cover that how we are unique in threat intelligence policy and what Kaspersky threat intelligence policy said about when it comes to threat intelligence. And we have a tailor-made solutions on threat intelligence. So I'll cover that idea in this slide that endpoint, network protection, and the layer in between covered gives the coverage from both the sides. And the integration of third party. Now it is again important, we integrate the third party OT security platforms extended service in SD-WANs. So this is complete forward protection, which, made a Kaspersky XDR story. Now this is again a component. I think Kaspersky is very niche or one of the few companies which provides IT and OT security both. Majorly, IT security companies talks about IT security, but in Kaspersky, we talk about IT and OT as a combination, which helps basically any organizations who have their OT environment also, like manufacturing, utilities, gas, petroleum, railways, so anything. So we have complete solution for cyber security, which covers the industrial part as well. So this is okay. This is important. So, yeah. So one is I'm talking about the threat attribution. Now, how threat attribution define the attribution? Because we have, the solution called threat hunting. Under this threat hunting, what we cover the entire story of threat hunting, which starts from CyberTrace, cyber threat intelligence platform. Now, what is threat intelligence platform? For example, if I give you a company being targeted has been attacked, now they get some malicious file. Now to investigate those malicious file, uh, organization doesn't have a proper tool to investigate. Now, an investigation which means it requires a reverse malware engineering as well, because uh, if the let's say it's in compliance for any company and they have their international clients also, and they always ask to do the attribution and reverse malware engineering. To perform that that solution, we have a product called CyberTrace. Then we have Research Sandbox for malware analysis. Then we have threat attribution. Threat attribution is something it's a on-prem, I would say, SaaS based, but on-prem through our SIM Story API integration. We also give the threat attribution engines. Attribution engines is important for the LEAs. The third segment is important for the LEAs who wanted to do the investigations and go beyond towards the cyber forensics and investigation. Now, these cyber forensics can be your money trail. This cyber forensics can be your hawalas. This attribution can be anything which is illegal. And they wanted to do the attribution of reverse malware engineering, where this malware came from, who are the threat vectors behind it, what is their motivation, which part of the world they are belonging to, what kind of threat patterns they generally use. So all this information covers under my threat attribution piece. Next is investigation research, which is nothing but a privacy, which gives the complete graph. Let's say if my threat attribution, you name a company www.xyz.com, it gives you the complete network graph. Now under that network graph, you can identify how many threat vectors are already chipping in something in the network, or maybe they are attached themselves in your hashes, in your IPs. So from this network graph, we can show you the complete dashboard, wherein a CTO, CIO sitting on his chair, they can see what exactly happening, or what is completely a bird eye view of their entire network. So that this piece talks about this. Equipped, informed. Now, information, it's, as I said, threat intelligence. So threat intelligence, as I said, my initial slide, that Kaspersky has unique threat intelligence story, and threat intelligence story, which means a tailor-made threat intelligence. Generally, threat intelligence tools are available, which gives you a complete overview of your virtual corporate image of your company, wherein when we talk about threat intelligence, it's a tailor-made investigation report. So the entire curve shows you the complete overview of threat intelligence piece. So threat intelligence gives you intelligence which is available on the darknet. Digital footprint gives you the complete information how you are looking like on the surface web. Now, surface web, we all know, which is our home internet, which is your Google or any search engines. Now, under digital footprint, we show the information to the organization that who are available, or the threat vectors who are available on the web surface, who are using your logos, your trademark, how many blogs are available on the social media network site, what they are talking about your organization, how many Discord channels are available, how many Telegram channels are available, and talking about your company reputation. So this piece actually shows your brand violation things. For example, if I give you, someone has created a YouTube channel, right? You are a content creator company. Now, that particular channel operator is talking about your own product, your own content. And now he's talking sense, he's not talking sense, which is one way. And while talking in the YouTube channel, he's also displaying your logo or your trademark, which actually a violation, right? So we give all those details to organization to understand their reputation on the web. This, I think I've already covered the attribution engine and crimeware intelligence reporting. Yeah, I'll take this one, just one more minute. So crimeware intelligence reporting is something which, again, a unique aspect of Kaspersky. So we give quarterly reports to the organization. Right now, those reports are, personalized report, handmade reports. It's not been taken from the tool. Now, these reports tells about the entire overview of your respective industry. For example, you are running a fintech company, or you're running a bank, or you're running a chemical industry. So how threat vectors are targeting similar companies, and what are their TTPs? Let's say some company has been targeted somewhere around the globe, which it's similar to your organization, which similar to your industry. We give this, this reports, which are man-made reports, and particularly talking to the point that how the other companies are targeting, which are actually working like you, so that you'll get the best practices, what to do, what not to do, to safeguard ourselves. These are a piece of threat lookup, cloud sandboxing, research sandboxing, and takedown services. Takedown services is part of my digital footprinting. So if any brand violation, we found any brand violation, we ask our customers to do, to give the permission so that we can take down those data points which are available, but it is not been given by your organization. So that's a piece of takedown services. I think I have taken more time. This is security assessment posture. Under this, we do red teaming, penetration testing. Penetration testing is for the applications which are two-way interface, which is public, like your customer is also using the same application. You are also inside, also you're doing the application. So under this, we show the robustness of the application. Red teaming is basically a simulation service under which we try. It's basically, we show during the red teaming portion, we show the organization that how robust is your network and your application. This is last portion, just last slide. So Kaspersky also giving the awareness training. We have to complete, training modules, and these are, big tickets trainings, which gives you how to do how to do, the malware reverse engineering, how to do uh, attributions. So these are personalized trainings which gives by Kaspersky. So these are part of training. If you want to know more about the training, I'm just sitting behind it. I think I've taken much time here. This is again the reverse engineering, mobile reverse engineering. So these are the modules of our training. This is reinforcement. Now, I think I've covered how we do the reinforcement. Time is not allowing me to speak much here. I'll just touch and so under this, we give professional services. We give security assessment services just to, if organization doesn't have their internal resource, we help them to do this assessments and analysis. Basically, these 2 points covering most of, most of the part which are covered as a mandate to any company. That's all. Thank you so much. Yeah, please. Can you please speak on mic? I just missed your last line.
Okay. The first point is there are quite a few cybersecurity firms in the market. So, what is your secret sauce? Why are you different? One, question number one. Second is Kaspersky seems like it comes from Russia, and a lot of cyber attacks emerge out of Russia. So, how do you counter that image thing, and how do you convince the companies that their data is safe with a Russian company?
Yeah, so thank you so much for highlighting this. I think these questions I'm answering almost every second meeting. First, you said that how we are unique, how Kaspersky is unique. So when I'm saying we are unique in terms of we have a complete solution which starts from, I'll take some baby steps, I'll try to give your answer. So we start from endpoint, then we talk about EDR, we talk about XDR. Now that's one piece of my cybersecurity element. When I move forward, we give MDR services. Sorry. We give MDR services too, right? Like organization is not well equipped, they don't have resource, they can use my MDR services to their threat protection. That's second element. Third, if we talk about, we give the complete protection from dark web, which is your threat intelligence, your digital footprint, right? And your ATP attacks. Now, which gives that? Under this element, we give reports, periodic reports. These reports are tailor-made report. Under this third element, we add ourselves one more thing, which is a tailor-made threat intelligence. So my threat intelligence doesn't give only compromised credentials report, right? Generally, if you talk about threat intelligence, it's all about giving information which is already compromised, right? What we give, so our threat intelligence is the threat intelligence, which is a standard one, but we go beyond to give the tailor-made reports, right? So that's again a uniqueness which we have. Third, digital footprint, which have your takedown services, right? We cover the social media, we cover your handles, which is like Discord, Telegram, right? What people are talking about you, right? So we analyze that through our AI and we give that report also. Like the graph is showing negative, graph showing positive. Now that's my third posture. Fourth posture is Kaspersky. Again, I said, we also cover, so my XDR covers your TI telemetry and OT telemetry also. Let's say if customer is using my SIM, right? Now how many SIM are available today, or how many XDRs are available today, which gives the telemetry from OT as well as IT as well, right? There, I don't know if have, but like we are very few amongst them. So that's one. And so just imagine you have a SOC within your organization, which gives on a single dashboard, which gives the complete telemetry of your IT as well as OT, as well as your your threat intelligence, as well as your the data protection, as well as your surface web uh, angulations, which means for a CIO, it's a single dashboard to cover the entire organization, OT as well as IT. Then we also have a product called TIP, which I have not covered because of the time boundation. We also have our own TIP, which is nothing but a threat intelligence platform, right? Let's say if you are a LEA, which means your law enforcement agency, and you want to do your own forensics, you want to do your own investigations while sitting in your own office, right? You don't need anything. You just need a complete threat attribution engine, which is covered by Kaspersky SIM as well as TIP. On top of it, attribution. So your forensics and investigation, we provide those tools as well as my threat lookup. Let's say if you doing the investigation, you found stick, like you don't know now what to do. Under my threat attribution, we have a window called threat lookup. My threat lookup is 24/7, which means my analysts are already there. You just give them any ransomware file, they'll investigate, they malace it, and they'll give you that report that what this malicious file talking about, right? Where it starts from, where it's getting end, or it's still active in your network. So if you see the complete package, that otherwise, if you want all these things, you might have to select 2 or 3 different vendors to do that. Right? Wherein Kaspersky, it gives the complete solution of cyber forensics and investigation. That's the answer number 1. Number 2, yes, we are Russian company, right? And I don't think that's this. We talk about customers because customers also loves us because there are 2 ways of looking at it. One is US-based organization. One is Russian-based organization. Now, both the organizations have different DNAs, right? Because my style of working, the kind of investigation we do, the type of investigation they do. I am not saying that one, they are low, I am high, I am low. No, it's not that. It's a complete DNA. Our thought process behind investigation is different. US are different. As far as you said, the last point, the most of the threat actors are from Russia. I think that's not the case, I'll tell you. Because when we do the investigation, when we do the web crawling, the threat actors are same across the globe, right? I have certain reports which I can share that it's not that, if you talk Russia, it's not more than 18% if you see global threat vectors available on the darknet. But yes, because they are available across all the globe. But if you see, North America of the world, Brazil, Israel, even US also, it's not that it's US, you don't find any, the threat actors. It's all same. It's all same, and those reports are available on Kaspersky.com. If you go under Kaspersky.tip.com, you'll see those reports that because we investigate every day 4,75,000 malicious files, and under that we publish that report. Last but not the least, to give you one more thing, Kaspersky is the only company who has their own cert. We have our own cert, which means we have the rights to publish the ransomware attacks. Now, what is the differentiation here? You have an attack, but there are only limited companies who publicize that. No one has that authority to talk about, hey, look, this company has got attacked and how they are getting attacked. While having our own, cert, we have that authority. We publish global attacks. Because of cert, we have that authority. So under that, KasperskyCert.com, you will see hundreds of reports which we publish. And we talk about the entire story, that how this ransomware attack started, who are the threat vectors, where they belong to. It is Russia, non-Russia, we don't care, but we publish those reports. And those reports are public reports. And you see that if you're giving something in public, the authenticity is 100%. So that's my answer to you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm just sitting behind, let me know. Thank you so much.